China's hiding a population secret, analyst claims.
So, you remember the one-child policy?
I do remember, and it's disgusting.
Yes. So they were forcefully aborting babies. They were making people get rid of their, make sure they don't have kids in the future.
There's the reason why there's a gender imbalance in China.
Yes, there's
is because
too many men.
If people found out they were having a girl, they would have an abortion because
That's
you're only
correct.
allowed one child.
That's right. But then they lift it and they go, crap, if we don't deal with this right now and we try to reverse this, we're done.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, now you're allowed to have 2 kids. And almost immediately after, it's like, okay, 3 kids. Okay, now you can have as many kids as you want.
Yes.
And now they're like, please have kids.
Because nobody wanted to. They're
Yes.
like, screw you. It's too expensive to raise a kid.
Now the government's been endorsing dating apps and stuff, trying to get people to reproduce. There's like incentivizing it.
And remember, we're saying that they're
Yes.
probably going to force people to have kids soon.
We think soon.
They'll be like, if you don't have children, you're going to get penalties and fines and stuff. I feel like that's coming. I feel like it's coming.
We have almost a 100% correct track record of predictions with the Chinese government. I'm going to say within 5 years, there will be something tantamount to forcing people to have kids.
They forced people to abort children. Why
Yes.
not force them to have them?
Why not, right? And the government is more authoritarian now than it was at that time.
Correct.
So, going forward, there's been some crazy things happening. The demographic collapse of China is something you've heard about. But now we actually have some data.
Yes.
And this is from Yi Fuxian, which is an obstetrician at the University of Wisconsin-Madison who conducts demography research. The consensus that China carries out every 10 years are seriously overestimated. In order to match official estimates, the annual data should be corrected with the census data. So this idea is that there could be 100 million people, basically, too many. It's inflated, so there's not that many
Only
people in
100
China.
million? I thought it was 200.
It could be up to that, right?
Okay.
There's a range, right?
Yeah.
People are debating this. So the reason that this matters, and you can just play some of these quick.
Okay.
The reason this matters is that, number one, China's population is declining, right?
Right.
It will decline. In the future, that means your country is not going to be able to be relevant on the world stage. Japan is declining. South Korea is declining, but they became wealthy.
Yes.
They have social programs. They are already a country that can go through going forward because they've already achieved middle income, high income status.
Sure.
China hasn't even achieved middle income status. China is a poor country, can't take care of its people, doesn't have social programs, has no socialist benefits.
Not even basic food safety.
You guys love socialism out there? If you guys like socialist programs, you're going to hate China. Because China's got none of them.
Nothing.
If you're an authoritarian libertarian, which doesn't make any sense, then you're going to love China because China won't take care of you and they'll tell you what to do.
Exactly.
So, if you look at the data from this estimate, right?
I just want to shill, bro.
I just want to shill.
Yeah, exactly.
Shill broth, dude.
Yeah.
It's a shill. I just want to shill. He's at the grill, but he's actually drinking
just want to shill, bro. And he's drinking the shill, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's like the moderate shill.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It's so shill, bro. It's got like hammer and sickle. And
He's drinking a shill broth. Yeah, gross.
Anyway, if the reason that the population being too little isn't just like some like trivia night question.
Yes.
It's important. It's because when you have hundreds of millions of people deficit of reality, the government pitches this idea to foreign investors. It pitches how much aid it gets.
They say like, oh, we have 100 million mouths to feed, so then the foreign aid pumps more millions and billions of dollars into it. They say per capita, oh, we have a per capita like pollution of, it makes it little. But guess what? If you minus of 200 million people out of that per capita argument, suddenly becomes irrelevant.
The stats get screwed up.
Yes.
The aid figures get screwed up.
Yes.
The investment figures get screwed up.
Yeah, come to our market. We've got X amount of people that might buy your product.
Yes.
But guess what? What if like a huge chunk of that doesn't exist?
200 million of
Yes.
them.
It's
The
quite a few.
demography collapses.
Yes.
Every single metric, the CO2 output per person.
Yeah.
Every metric that you can think of, this is not a party trick like fact that you have off the top of your head. You know, China actually only has 1.2 billion people. Now it becomes very relevant.
Yes.
This stock prices, everything is tied to how many people are in China.
Yes.
That's why, and this started to make a lot of sense to me. China was pushing back so hard with their foreign ministry when India overtook them in population.
Yes.
They started
Remember
having
they
a
said
hissy
quality over quantity? Remember that remark?
India surpasses China's population officially, right?
Yes.
And the foreign ministry goes out and says, oh, yeah, well, you might have passed us, but it's quality over quantity, implying that Indian people are less quality than Chinese people. And they said that.
Yes.
In public.
Yes.
To
at a
the
news
world.
conference.
Yeah.
At a foreign ministry conference. It's disgusting.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
But anyway, this has such big implications over just being like, wow, what a cool fact. This is serious stuff.
Yes.
And it's well worth a read.
Yeah.
Huge, a
You got the link down in the
I do.
description?
It was a Newsweek article. It's fantastic.
Good.
Very, very interesting read. They had some future projections of what the demographics might look like. And I thought this one coming up next one is very interesting.
Okay.
Look at this graph here. It says by 2099. So remember, China's always looking for a long-term plan. Well, not really, because China's population, according to these estimates, by 2099 will be 642 million people, whereas the U.S. will be 420 million.
420.
Look at that. Closing the gap, dude. That's almost 1 billion people gone.
Yeah.
Right? This is
insane.
serious decline we're looking at. Demographic collapse is real.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, interesting. Who would have known that China's fudging the numbers?
Who would have known?
Who would have guessed?
And again, there's speculation.
And remember, no
about
one
all
died
this.
of COVID there
Oh,
the
yeah,
entire time.
according to China.
Yeah.
Right?
Badminton, believe it or not, is incredibly popular in China.
It is.
It's
Why
a-
would we not believe that, though?
Because it's not popular anywhere else. Hunting camouflage, personal dress-up shorts, tactical training skirt for men's Scottish kilt.
Look at the photo they
What is
used.
this?
I just love that he's wearing a dress.
He's wearing a dress, and it looks like he's wearing like a bra.
Like, I don't think we took that in. That is absolutely absurd.
Fidget spinner, knife, outdoor folding blade, stainless steel camping knife, military knives, but it's got a knuckle duster built in, so you can like punch someone, and then at the same time as you're punching them, sever your own artery. Or you know.
When I close my eyes, I can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my life.